Okay, so Sheryl Connelly, that was a fantastic presentation. For the market researchers that were in the room, clearly Ford has a very innovative approach to the way that you do scenario planning, but many companies are far behind that. What would be some recommendations for getting the market research leadership in an organization to think like Ford thinks?
Well, I think that, the organizational learning always leaves a lot of executives thinking that history will repeat itself. We always operate under the assumption that if we take all this historical data, we can forecast exactly what's going to happen. And I think if you kind of were to lay those out, you would see a legacy of a lot of wrong assumptions.
Yeah,
Um, and scenario planning isn't designed to predict the future, so you have to be very careful about that. I think a lot of people think, well, this, tell us what's going to happen.
right.
And you can't, you have to realize that I think the institutional learning is understanding that nobody can predict the future. So putting all your eggs in one basket, relying on a single point forecast, is kind of doing the organization a disservice.
Sure.
Better to plan for a range of possibilities as opposed to saying, this is the point, this is where we're going to be in a point in time, and
Sure.
we'll draw the line in the sand.
And how long, just in general, has it taken the organization to really adopt the philosophy and start to use it on an ongoing way?
Um, Years.
Years.
Years. But what's interesting about this type of work is that you'll find that they're always champions. Sometimes they come from the most unlikely of places. Most organizations, it seems that IT, because this is a very strong systems learning approach, that
Right.
IT probably is already one of the first organizations in any function that's adopted some type of scenario planning
Right.
for their own purposes. But I think the key is to try to get it into strategy, business strategy, product strategy, marketing strategy.
Right. Very good. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.